Hello. I'm we're at Bird's house. It's a little chaotic here. We've got dogs barking, music playing. So Bird's going to her. Is this your company party?
Mm-hmm.
Say hi to everybody, Bird.
Hello.
Bird
Hi.
has nicely agreed to let me film her with no makeup on camera, but notice she had to put lipstick on. Look at that. She ran and put lipstick on.
I wanted to get my lips moisturized.
Now, we curled her hair. If you want to see how we got her curls, she didn't let me record that because her hair did look scary. But we used the Sultra 1-inch bombshell. Your dog's just going to, I guess, bark this whole video.
Put her out.
All right. Tell everybody how you got started with makeup while I put your dog outside.
Well, first of all, I put moisturizer on, and I like to use Neutrogena Healthy Skin Moisturizer. Only cost about $14 a bottle, but it's the best moisturizer. It has a fruit acid in it too, so it helps to turn over your epithelial layers, and it has SPF in it, which I really like. And I use that morning and night because I had a little bout with skin cancer on my nose a few years ago, and I always put that on underneath my makeup.
I'm going to get the dogs outside. So you use that Neutrogena.
I already told
I can't stand it. I personally, maybe this is.
I love it.
When did you start using it though? Because I feel like if you're in your 30s like me, it's not the best for it.
Like 10 years ago.
Well, that would be your 50s then. So this is Too Faced Hangover Replenishing Face Primer. Bird liked this so much because she's tried to steal mine. She went out and bought her own. It feels really nice on the skin, doesn't it, Bird? No, yeah.
I don't know if I use this one. Usually I use a mattifying
You have
primer.
it in your bag.
I know, but I don't always use it. I use one that is mattifying.
Okay. Close your eyes. We're going to put a little bit of the setting spray, the priming spray, because we want this look to last through cocktails, right, Bird? Cocktails.
And we have dinner.
And dinner and maybe dancing. Who knows?
Yes, there is
This
dancing.
real estate party could
They
get out
said
of
to wear
control.
your dancing shoes, that we have music all evening.
So I'm using a little bit of Bird's makeup and mine in this. So Bird likes the Lancome. How do you pronounce this?
Tanti doll.
Tanti Doll Ultra Wear. And she's in the shade. I can't read that.
I think it's
Bisque.
619 or something.
I know. I'm like, where are my glasses? I don't have my glasses on for this video. There we go. Now I can see.
I don't know. I threw the box away. from
Okay,
it.
that's fine.
Now I'm not going to know what shade I was.
It's 260 bisque.
260. I thought it was 619. That must be something else.
Now, Bird, when you put on your foundation, do you
I don't use a brush.
use your fingers?
And I have a sponge in there, a silicone sponge I've been using.
Okay. Well, we're gonna use my foundation brush. This is the one I've talked about in my video that Rosie's chewed. But it works really well. It's a foundation brush from Sephora. Now, Bird likes to have her foundation be a little darker, I would say, than her skin. Do you do that, Bird, just to look a little more tan?
I don't like to look white.
Bird belongs in a Caribbean island with a mojito with extra sugar, extra sweetener, extra sugar, simple syrup. Bird always orders a mojito and says,
by the way, before you post it.
"It's this. You're seeing it, and we're recording it."
Oh, I have to see this.
You really want to, especially if you're going with a darker shade. It's really important, Bird, when you say to blend into your hairline and your neck. You don't want any telltale.
You should always do it upwards, though, on your face.
Do you see Bird critiquing me? So Bird taught me everything I know about makeup application.
Especially this part. Always upwards.
Yes. I read it even when you're putting on your moisturizer, you should do that at night.
Do.
I have to work around this lipstick that she.
Now keep in mind, I just used some wax on my upper lip. It's sensitive.
Okay.
Since you said I was getting furry.
Thank you for sharing. I didn't say that. That must have been your other
Years
daughter.
ago you did. You said, you need to start doing something there.
That's probably F.
Then when I looked in the mirror, I went, oh, I do.
Well, I guess you could do a whole session, probably, Bird, on the aging skin, but you have a hair right there. You need to.
Tweeze?
Mhm.
I already
I'm
got
not
a
going to
bunch.
do that on camera.
Is it out of my mole?
I don't think so.
Where is it then?
I don't know, but this is in the video. I don't know.
It's realistic.
I guess. So I think this is important that as you get older, you'll notice Bird has already warned me not to make her eyebrows super dark, but her hair, she's got a ton of hair on her head, but her eyebrows, I feel like you're losing your hair in your eyebrows, Bird.
I've never had a lot.
Well, I don't either.
Not
And it's
even
very
when I was
light.
young.
And what I have is very light.
I didn't over tweeze them. I just never had a lot of hair in my eyebrow.
Sorry if that's blinking.
It's all right.
So I wet this, I dampen this brush a little bit, and I just think it helps to glide. Because this Lancome, you find this, Bird, it's pretty matte. It's pretty, it's not very hydrating.
24-hour makeup.
So it's full coverage. Bird's got a little scar on her neck here. Yeah, I gotta put a little bit on there. Not
Still
too much. Why don't you tell everyone what look we're doing today, Bird?
Oh, we're gonna do a $1,000 hooker makeup. That's what my husband said. I said I wanted a smoky look.
Yeah, I think we're doing a smoky eye, like a gray smoky eye with a red lip. Now, and what I warned Bird about with this is you can, usually when I do my makeup, I do a strong lip or a strong eye. Because when you combine both, you can look a little hookerific pretty quick there, government hooker. So to start, because we're doing a gray smoky eye, not a black smoky eye, to tone down the hooker effect. We're going to do this light shade all over. Just to give her a base. Now notice I didn't do concealer. I didn't do powder because we're going to do all that after we do the eye too, in case we get any fallout, especially because we're doing like a darker eye. That way we can clean it up before and we don't have to take off all the stuff that we just put on. So we're just kind of washing that over the eyelid. Next, I'm going to go in with the Guilty Pleasure, and this is our Benefit World Famous Neutrals. And I'm going to do the more densely packed brush for this, just to pick up a little bit more color. So Bird, in all your years of doing makeup, what do you think is what's the trick to doing good makeup? Are there any tricks, or is it just practice? Blend.
You have to really blend your colors, and you can't be afraid of color.
Mm-hmm. What's the trick to a good smoky eye, do you think? Blending.
The crease in the outer corner.
Mm-hmm. Do you know what Bobbi Brown thinks the key is to a good smoky eye? Eyeliner. She does a really...
I like a tight line, and I know you don't do a tight line, but I think a tight line is critical to a good smoky eye.
We'll let you tight line yourself.
Tight lines when you do underneath, the inner part of your eye, on the top and on the bottom.
I can do the bottom's called in your waterline. I can do that, but it's the top that's
the top's truthfully the queen of tight lining. For older women with sparse lashes or thin lashes, it's critical, and it makes you look like, before you even put on your mascara, that you have more of a lash line.
Okay. Maybe I'll get behind it one day.
Let's not do too much of a caterpillar.
We're not doing a thick brow. This is payback, though, for all the years I swear Bird would do like my makeup and be like, you're making my eyebrows like black caterpillars, which she really wasn't, but that was back when I had no eyebrows. You should have just told me to shut up. You knew what you were doing, and I didn't. Why didn't you try that approach? So the key to brows for me is to brush these hairs up and then over. Don't just brush them all over. I think that looks really weird. I think you got to brush them up to start.
What did you use?
Just a brow gel.
Oh, okay, because I always use that Gimme Brow.
I'll go over
I
it
don't
with
know
that,
if it's in there or not.
I like to start with that. All right, we're going to go back to the eye.
What I really should have made was a cocktail before I started this venture.
You should have made me a cocktail. I'm the one doing your hair and makeup.
Makeup and cocktails go
I'm
well
going
together.
in with the Crunchy in Devious and Bird. I don't think we've talked about this, but this is that new makeup line that I've been trying out. It's non-toxic,
powder.
It's a powder.
For what?
Your eyes.
Brown? I thought we were doing gray.
We're just doing a little bit of brown. It's like a coppery gray.
It blends too shiny.
I know. Bird doesn't like a lot of shine on her eyes.
When you're older, too much shine isn't good. Just a little bit's okay.
That's it. That's all we're doing. I still have that headache.
Maybe I should get you a cocktail.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to find. You used to have that beautiful gray palette.
Oh, I probably took it out.
I'm sorry.
It's probably in my old bag. No, I have my old bag in the bathroom.
Okay.
I'll go get it.
You go get it. I told you guys in one of my last videos that I did that half the problem when Bird and I do our makeup is finding the makeup. We have multiple makeup bags. So she got a bag and she goes, this isn't my good makeup. This is my bad makeup bag. Like, who has a bad makeup and a good makeup bag? Apparently Bird and I, because I have the same thing. So I have a good makeup bag, which is all my new good stuff that I really am liking right then. Then my bad makeup bag are like products that maybe I tried once and didn't really like, but I don't want to throw it out. So maybe it looks good on somebody else whose makeup I'm doing. Then I have a travel makeup bag. I probably have 2 of those with 2 different, again, probably a good and a bad travel bag makeup. How many bags of makeup do you have, Bird? About 10. It's 10. She's worse than me. So I know Bird really likes this peach blur too. So once we're gonna set everything,
I have a new one of these, but I can't find it.
So this palette, isn't this discontinued, Bird?
Yeah.
Bird and I always like these things that are discontinued.
I have this Lancome one that might be nice.
Yeah. So this palette that we're using for the smoky eye is a really old one. It's Physicians Formula Quartz Quad Eyeshadow.
There's a Discount Beauty place. I get it online.
You can see how much she likes it because one pan's what was in that, like the light
neutral.
Okay, closer. So this is my mom, by the way. I don't think I introduced her, but maybe I did. But I call her Bird. We call her Bird because. Do you want to tell the story why we call you Bird? She got a really bad haircut. What was this in the early 2000s or was this in the 90s?
You were still cheering.
Let's see.
So
it's probably
2000.
I think it was early 2000. And a hairdresser who was a man cut Bird's hair so short she looked like a bald eagle.
That was Richard.
Eagle, as she says, not eagle, but and R.I.P. So that stylist is no longer with us, but
nope.
But anyway, that's how she got. Thank God for him, because that's how we got her great nickname. Isn't that right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going in, and I did like that light gray kind of all over on top of that bronzy brown that had metallic that she was worried about. But I just did that because I knew it was like a peekaboo kind of color. It wasn't going to be the main color. And then the key is to keep going. And as she said, you're just going to blend. Really, the focus on the smoky eye, I think, should be on this outer V and into the crease.
I don't know why that keeps. I like this thing.
Yeah. Next time, let's do this with some wine.
I have tons of wine 10 feet away.
Our next break, we might be getting you some wine. All right, so now I'm going to go into this Lancome palette that she has. Did you get this in like the Christmas bag or something?
Last year.
Yeah. Oh, it's 2016, it says.
Oh.
This is the Chic Elegance Paris and Rosé or something. I don't know. You can see all the cool colors. So we're just going to pick up a couple of these. We're not going to use all these, but I like this black. And that's an intense color. So you guys have heard me say, don't put black all over your eye. I actually said this a lot lately, and here I am about to put black all over the eye. Close your eye. In case you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm just going really close to the lash line with this black. I'm almost doing like a eyeliner with it, although we're going to go over it. But I want some darkness kind of down there. Then I'm going to take a different brush and go back into the black. Close your eye.
Rosie. All
right, look here. Here go the. You definitely need a cocktail.
I have 14 little bottles of wine for my advent calendar. We could certainly open up a couple on
Yeah, I was offered none of them.
What I have all different kinds. You can go pick out any that you want.
I don't even. All right, now we're gonna go back into the quartz. Close your eye, Bert. Well, I keep telling her close her eye. She's a very good makeup model. She knows just to sit there with her eye closed. Okay, look up.
What's
Some more pencil on those brows.
I need a mirror from the bathroom to look in here.
I
can't tell from that little.
We'll let her look when she's done.
Ooh.
And then we'll show you how she fixes it. Because anytime I do Bird's makeup, she'll be like, I like it. And then I know, like, this is just anytime somebody else does Bird's makeup. Sephora, like these incredible makeup artists from Miami did her makeup.
Chanel. The Chanel artist, I did not change anything but put more lipstick on. She was probably the best one we ever had.
Bella, honestly. Put her outside. No, I tried and she just sat there and stared at me.
What is this on the floor?
So I'm going to use this special blush stuff Bird got.
Oh, I always
That's it?
put that on top of whatever other blush. Like I use
Oh.
buildable layers of blush because blush does not stay on.
Well,
That goes
so
on
you
the
put
very
that on.
top.
Okay. Let me try this new one on you then.
Like I put my liquids
Okay, just mine.
orgasm on first.
I know what you do, but isn't that the fun of somebody else doing it?
Mm.
Smile.
They're gonna say this is the most sour girl I've ever seen. Me. It's like,
You are a little. I don't know why you're acting so weird.
crotchety.
You are.
I am.
You are a little crotchety. You definitely need to.
I
get some-
am.
Go
My
put your dog out
arthritis.
and get some wine.
My arthritis is
There you
really
go.
foul.
We're gonna give her a break.
I was limping around all last night. Come here, Val.
All right, this is part 1 of Bird's makeup. We're gonna take a pause and we'll be back with part 2. All right, we're back. Look at that. We're back, Bird.
And look at the smiles. Chin chin.
Cheers.
Sauvignon Blanc, Saint Germain with a little bit of lemon. It's not the best Sauv Blanc I've ever
It
had.
tastes, yeah. It's all good.
It's not the best. It came out of my Aldi Advent calendar, which I was fortunate enough to have my son-in-law, Klaus, go in Plantation, Florida, and get me one, and the ladies were fighting over them. You had to wait over an hour, and you only were allowed to purchase one, but you get 24 bottles of wine.
'Tis the season to be a lush.
They're not the airline size. It's made 2 cocktails, so it's a 2 half glass, really, a big, full, generous glass of wine if you're
2 horse
drinking it
ticket.
yourself.
2 horse ticket.
But this Sauv Blanc is not Kim Crawford.
I echo that.
You know what it needs? A little bit of ginger ale in with it.
Bird loves ginger ale. She should have
Or
stock
sparkling
ginger ale.
soda. Sparkling soda or ginger ale is what it means.
Well, Bird looked at this and we got a preliminary approval to continue. She did comment that she felt her brows were a little dark, but that's because Bird's not used to this. Now, Bird, this I wanted to try on you. This is a new product that I got. It's called a beauty blur. But here's the thing. It looks almost like a foundation. But look how dark it is. I was thinking it might be a good contour color.
I don't usually contour, but you can try.
Bird doesn't usually contour. This is going to be new for Bird.
I do a little bit on my
I'm going to
cheeks,
give that.
but
I'm
that's
going to
about
gift
it.
that to you, Bird. Okay, so to find your contour, you just kind of suck in your cheekbones, and I can just see Bird's natural contour right there. And we're just going to blend that in. And again, blend this up. Don't blend it down. You're going to look like you have like facial hair, like a shadow or something from something going on. Let me see that. Oh, that looks nice on you. You can keep that. That came in my advent calendar, but it felt a little too dark for me. We kicked the dogs out. Our music stopped though, Bird.
I see that.
We can't
Or
get
rather, I hear that.
we can't get everything right all the time here. So then, Bird, we're gonna contour a little
It
bit
says
up
cheap
here.
wine.
Yeah, it is.
I hope the other bottles aren't that bad.
I didn't want to say it tasted a little cheap since we
Tastes
got it
like
for you.
$3 Chuck. Ugh.
Okay, here comes our.
I wouldn't want to drink a bottle of it by myself.
No.
Let me sit that over here. Maybe if it had ice in it. Let me get some ginger ale.
So you're seeing a real life here why it takes women so long to get ready. This is why though, when I sit down, I try to do my makeup in 10 minutes if I'm doing it. when I'm on vacation with my mom and sister, they drive me nuts because they take like 2 hours to get ready. I'm like, we could have been on the beach. We could have been drinking cocktails, but no, we've got to spend 2 hours doing this. But she's got her shaker now. Rosie wasn't the problem. It was your dog.
Rosie was barking as well.
Oh, goodness. All right.
You put some ice in it.
I might be here all night.
We don't want to waste a good drink. Or a bad drink. A bad drink. Ugh. What time do you have to get the girl?
Sam got them. I told him I had just started your makeup. Sam knew the bird makeup was going to take longer than my normal.
Still bad.
She's still fixing cocktail.
I
feel like once you have a bad something in your cocktail, it's hard to make
once
it better.
You have a bad wine, it's hard to make it good.
Oh my gosh. Stop.
It's a little better, but the wine is bad.
It was just, they always say there's a bad bottle of wine in every, case or something?
Hopefully that's the only bad one.
Okay, take your glasses off, please. So we're going to contour just a little bit up here. Because Bert doesn't usually contour, so we're not going to make her, insane contour. If you're new to contouring, just play around with it and don't go for broke on your first try. But this will just help, too, to blend that in because her foundation is a little bit dark. There you go. Then we'll do a pretty... What kind of highlight have you been liking lately, Bird?
For what? I use that Shy Beam. I don't know if it's in there or not. It might have fallen out of the bag. Okay, here it is. Benefit. It's matte.
Yeah, I like that.
I also like that La Touche Éclat by, I think it's
Is this a
YSL.
eyeliner?
One of them doesn't work. I usually use my Lancome pencil. I don't have a good liquid right now.
Yeah, this is going on like trite.
Mm-hmm.
Horrible. Watch out, Rosie.
There is
Rosie always likes to sit right
there
where
is
you're...
one good liquid one in there. And I don't know which one it is. Because I usually use my Lancome pencil.
Fine, I got a new one. It's waterproof, and look, it was $1.99 at Gabe's. So you know it's good. So you know it's good.
What is it, Rimmel?
No, it's Salam.
Oh my God.
It goes on nice. Now, do you want to look up for me and I'll try this tight lining crap? Okay, I can't do it. She's gonna have to do it.
I use a pencil.
I get too freaked out.
I use a pencil for the tight line.
I can't do the tight. I can't do it. Okay, watch out, Rose.
I'll show them how to do it with my Lancome pencil.
It's actually hard to do.
Also, I wanted you to look inside my eye, on my right eye, on the bottom. There's something weird with it. I have like an ulcer in my eye in the bottom.
This is sounding healthy.
Weird. Noticed it last night.
Okay, look here.
Now let me see where my Lancome is, and I'll show them how to tight line.
And if you can find your
Oh, these
pencil.
butter pencils are really nice. I love these new Butter London pencils. They go on really easy. This one is the black, I think. Yeah, this one's Union Jack. It needs sharpened, but this is a really good pencil. They glide on.
I'm
and
trying
they're really
the butter one.
soft.
Oh yeah.
This one's the black. I really like them. That's what my blush is that I really like. It's called Glazing, but it goes on really smooth and it doesn't pull your eye.
Oh, I do like that. It's very pigmented as well.
The black is Union Jack, and I think you might have
I'm
the
doing
brown.
a kind of coppery eye look today. What do you think about my look today, Bird?
Pretty. Okay, I'm going to use one or both of these, but I need a mirror to do my tight lining.
Here you go.
To tight line, it's important for older women. You hold your eye up with your finger, and you want to get as close to the lash line as you can on the inside of your eye. You want a steady hand. You don't want to jab your eye.
I can't do this with other people. It's like too close to your eyeball for me.
Now see how that makes your lash line look
Why don't you go up and show them a little closer what you're doing?
See how it makes your lash line look bigger without even mascara? Because I've already tight lined it. And we'll do the other one.
Where do you want it?
You want to hold your eye firmly with your finger. And then you want to get as close to your lash line. And that's tight lining.
Looks like poke your eye out to me.
Oh, off the couch.
Rosie. Bird just bought new furniture and Rosie's already trying to mess it up. Smile again. So Bird, I put a ton of blush on her and it looked like a lot, but it's already sucked in like whoa.
That's why I do 3 different blushes. Liquid, cream.
So now we're going over it with the Tarte.
That's really a bronzer.
Party. This is not a bronzer.
That's what I
12-hour blush.
I use that as
Well,
a
your
bronzer.
skin needs bronze and blush, so don't worry about it. All right, now we're going to go in with her.
That's
water.
Butter London
Smile.
too.
I like to just do this right on the...
It's called glazing. It's like not a gel, not a liquid. It's like a spongy blob, like a jellyfish. And it's very
It's a
nice.
very interesting texture.
It's not inexpensive, but it's worth it because you only use a little bit and it gives you just like a nice glow.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of like NARS Orgasm.
Why don't you go up closer and show them the one that I just did?
It's sort of like NARS Orgasm, but a little bit better. Yeah.
What? The key to this, though, is you have to work really quickly with the product I've found and move it to where you want it to be pretty quick.
I
so
usually
if
use that silicone sponge.
Yeah, if you're not quick with it, you're going to get a big blob of pink all over your face. So that's the only thing I would say is a down to that. Don't put it on and walk away. I don't know where the lid is.
Right here. This is, and there's another lid that goes on top of that lid.
We'll find it. Rosie. Someone's always barking. All right, we're going to do highlight next.
It's Philosophy. This one, not Philosophy, it's Benefit. And this one's called Shy Beam. I've always get it in my hair as well. And have to wipe it out almost every single time. But it's a mattifying highlighter, if that makes sense. But it.
Yeah, I didn't know what that meant. I'm like, what's a mattifying highlighter? But it just gives you the glow without being sparkly or glittery or shiny. It's just a nice natural
They have High
glow.
Beam, but this one's Shy Beam.
I used high beam in my video yesterday. Yeah, I got it all in your eye. What did I do? I got it like all over you. That's because I tried to put it on and like one fell swoop over.
Yeah.
I might be here till 7 o'clock.
I hope not. I have to be at my party at 6:30.
I don't know why why did I do?
I don't even know what I'm wearing 100% yet. I haven't found my black slacks I wanted to wear with my jacket and top. I might be switching to a dress.
Okay, look here. See what I really did to your eye there. I somehow got that in your eye.
Mm.
Can you look up? All right, we didn't do Bird's concealer yet. Do you want to try my new one, Bird, that I like?
Sure. I don't really have one I really, really love now. Sadly.
If I can find it. Here it is. It came in that advent calendar. I've been using it all week. It's Amazing Cosmetics. What'd you just do behind my back?
Tried to fix my tight lining.
Look up.
I have really bad circles, so you can't ever disguise them. I do have one I used yesterday that actually worked pretty well. I should have shown it to you. It's It concealer. You have to be very careful with it because I put a tiny bit on and it made me look like a white snowflake. I think when you have really bad circles like I do, trying to disguise them isn't good. You just want to neutralize them a little bit. I don't like that heavy white under the eye.
So I've been telling them to do the V, like come down and
well,
go
you're supposed
up.
to come down to the cheekbones in that way, but it still doesn't really work for my eyes. I've had under eye circles and circles since I was young. It's a genetic thing.
Sometimes when it's hard to blend. Just set it with a little peach glitter.
Where'd you leave Bella out there by herself with the coyotes, Rosie? Hey, did you just see a woman in PA? I don't know what part of PA. Was carried 88 yards away from her house by a black bear. She was out walking her dog. She finally got it to release her, but she's in critical condition in the hospital. Her dog had injuries too, but they said it'll be okay.
I didn't hear that.
They
What
said
part
if
of
they,
PA?
I don't know. It was on Facebook this morning, but they said if they find the bear, they hadn't found it yet. They were going to euthanize it.
How do they know they have
Which
the
is a
right
shame.
bear?
It is a how are they going to know if it's in the same area? I guess, but still, it's a shame. But they say once they attack a human, though, they're likely to do it again. It's a shame.
Okay.
that blush, isn't it? That's why I have to use 3 different ones. And then I put the NARS powder on at the end. What time even is it? I don't know. We have that big clock
4:51.
right behind us.
Do you have a black? This in black. Is this the black?
Yeah. And then I have the Lancome black,
Look up.
which I use a lot too.
Look up.
The bad thing about this one is it's not waterproof, so it tends to fade. I bought one specifically for Waterline, but it was so hard to put on. It pulled your eye. I couldn't even get it to go on.
Yeah, this just glides like butter.
That Butter London one goes on the easiest of any I think I've ever
Close
used.
your eye. Two lids down. So this is me and Bird's favorite mascara right now. It's the Thrive Cosmetics Eyelash Extension.
I don't know if you know this, but it has orchid stem cells in it
You tell me every time I talk about it.
to help your lashes. And for every tube you buy, they give one to a woman in need who can't afford makeup.
Do you want any on your bottom?
A little, not a lot, just a little.
Just look down. We're gonna do another coat.
There you go.
Always takes longer to do somebody else's makeup because you would have been done already, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would have been done with my own. It's just now look all the way up. Okay, look here.
What's wrong?
No, you just need more eyeliner on the bottom. So I think that's
That's
the
the problem with that eyeliner.
Mm.
Maybe try that. That one
Look
needs
up.
sharpened.
I
I do have one in my bag, I think. I don't think I'm going to wear this shirt tonight. If you have to
Gonna
keep
bug
messing
you?
with this shirt, it's going to drive me nuts. Unless I change my bra to red.
You want to look in there for it? Because I don't see it. So the other problem with coming
There it
over
is.
here is she'll end up with some of my makeup. I'll end up with some of hers.
Mhm.
And then she'll call me and accuse me of stealing your makeup. Yeah, you laugh and it's true. Look all the way up. Up. Close your eyes. Look here. Look up. Okay, what are we doing for lips?
I should get my purse. That probably has the one I wanted to wear.
I have a nice red that stays on if you want to borrow it.
It's not too bright. You don't want it super bright because I'm wearing a red jacket and a red shirt.
Oh, it's the holidays. You can go bright. Or do you want to try this Clinique mine? I'll let you have it for tonight.
What I was really looking for was my Clinique pink
Look
chocolate.
at this one. What about this one? Is this too bright?
Might be. I don't know. We can try it. Can't find my pink chocolate. I just got a new one from Clinique. I have this matte crimson.
All right, bring it over here. I'll take a look.
I usually mix two lipsticks together anyway. I can't find my pink chocolate. That's the one I wanted to wear. Because it's a matte red that's not real.
All right, so Bird tends to get shiny just on her nose. So I'm going to take the Big Easy. This is liquid to powder, and just on her nose. Don't you get shiny right on your nose?
Mm-hmm. Because your pores are larger on your nose as you get older.
There we go. And I'm going to go over those brows just a little because I'm not going to lie to you. I feel like when you have a ton of eyeliner, a ton of mascara, and a ton of eyeshadow on your eye, your brows kind of, look up, is what frames everything. Okay, so what lip do you have?
Well, I have the matte crimson, and then I put this over it to counteract the effect. Pink chocolate would be my preference, but I don't have it. We could also mix this with something. That doesn't stay on, though.
I don't like that color at all.
That kind of mutes the bright red. If you put red
Can
on it.
I do a little brighter and then mute it? No, I'll give you this one if you want it. Smudge? Is there a reason you're closing your eyes? I think you can get away with doing red. Red on red at a holiday party. Don't you guys?
Problem when you get older, the red tends to settle in your little lines around your lips.
Well, I want you to look and make sure you like it before I set it with any spray. So why don't you go up and show the finished look to everybody? I'd like to do her eyebrows even darker, but I'll get swatted. She's gonna go check. We'll hit the pause here. All right, so we got the seal of approval from Bird. She likes the look, so we're gonna set it with some more of the spray. And this, you want it to just dry for a few seconds. I'm gonna come up closer and show everybody the final look one more time.
There you go.
Nice. Happy holidays, everyone.
Bye.
Leave us a comment if you want some more Bird and A videos. Maybe one that's not this long.
Bye.
Bye.